It's week 38. Yep, I'm over it. Oh, so it's week 38. I'm kind of over the whole pregnancy thing. Everything is swollen and uncomfortable. What else is going on? So just finishing up some last minute stuff around the house. This is the room so far. I don't have a crib. She's gonna stay in my room for a while. And the pack and play will also be in my room for a while. So those are my bins that you saw in the last video. Got the the changing pad, a diaper genie. We're kind of going for like an owl. Like these shelves will have like a bunch of like owl things on them. And some travel related stuff. So I got like this frame from IKEA. And I'm gonna put like this map in it. Oh, you'll see it. And then, so I'm gonna have like postcards and stuff and all over the wall. So it's owls and travel. Not a direct correlation, but it'll work out. Clothes being hung up. So all I gotta do is throw in my camera, my charger, and I'll be ready to go. I'm actually not gonna take this with me. There's a little car seat with like a little foot muff because apparently spring has decided not to show up this year. Gonna have some more owl stuff. This frame is so dusty. I'm gonna take these frames and decoupage them in maps of cities that I have been to. So that's the project, and my friend's gonna come over and help me. Oh, what else? I put together the bouncer. Got a sleep sheep. Woo-hoo. My doula was telling me that these were recalled in Europe due to like cancer and stuff. Oh, I can't deal. So in general, I feel okay. Just not so much heartburn. I do have some heartburn now, but gas is really, the burping is out of control and very uncute regardless of what I eat. Appendages are swollen, like my feet are just, I can be off them, on them, whatever. They're very swollen. If you know what Bruce Banner's foot looks like when he's turning into the Hulk and it like burst out of that shoe, just imagine it brown with red toenails, and that's my foot. So I'm here in Tegel Airport to get my mommy. It's April 1st. Really excited. It's a pretty slow day actually because it's a free Monday. So I don't know if she'll want to be on camera. But her flight just got in and I need to rush. Stop rushing before I go into labor. Alright. It's currently, what's today, April 7th? It's April 7th. It's one day past my anticipated due date. So we're out walking, trying to encourage the baby to come out. And it's the first time in like days that it's been sunny and not freezing. Not exactly freezing. And my mommy's here. Say hi, mommy.
Hi.
So yeah, we're just out for a stroll. Maybe for like 30 minutes. Let's just see how long I can go without having to pee. Today I am 41 weeks pregnant. Pretty stressed out about the whole thing. She is a week late. And this past week I've tried multiple different ways of trying to induce her without, the medical induction. Actually, Wednesday, I went and I got my membrane swiped, and they said if that was effective, it would work in 48 hours, and today's Saturday. And still no poppy seed, not really sure what she's waiting for. I was already 2 centimeters dilated, and she's in position. She is ready to go. The doctor was able to, touch her head and say that she's right there. I've been having Braxton Hicks for the past week and a half. Nothing regular, just totally random. And it's just getting really frustrating. My mom is here from the States and she's only here for about 2 more weeks. And, I don't want to wait till the full 42 weeks because then that would mean that my mom would only have a week of bonding time with her. So I went to the doctor. They said that the baby is close to 9 pounds, which is a big one, which is a big baby. And also they're a little bit concerned that the amniotic fluid will be, is decreasing. So on Monday, they have scheduled me for an induction, and I really wanted to go into spontaneous labor. I just don't know what's holding me up. It could be something on my end blocking the situation. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna do one last ditch effort and try the castor oil cocktail, which is very controversial, I know, but so is Pitocin for induction. So I'm gonna go and mix that up in the kitchen and see if that's effective. It's now Saturday around 5. My doula, recommended it, as well as, my doctor knows that I will be, trying this just in an effort to avoid, the medical induced path. So let's see what happens. I heard that, it can be very violent, lots of cramping, sometimes nausea. I'll tell you what's in the cocktail, which is also controversial, and I've researched it online. Some people just, are in a huge uproar about it. But anyway, it's about a cup of, what I'm going to take is a cup of apricot juice. I opted not for orange juice just because of the acid. So a cup of apricot juice or nectar, 2 teaspoons of an almond butter, about 350 milliliters of castor oil, and then 350 milliliters of vodka. And the vodka is supposed to interact with the castor oil to cut down on some of the effect of the bowels, because castor oil kind of serves as a laxative. And what's supposed to happen is that expelling everything out of your body could potentially trigger the uterus to contract. That's it. I mean, I've tried, walking, bouncing on the ball, stripping the membrane, nipple stimulation manually, nipple stimulation with my breast pump, and contractions came, but nothing really, stayed. If I moved too much or did something different, the contractions went away. So today is April 14th. I am 8 days late. Last night was a crazy night of contractions from about 8 hours straight of moderate to medium contractions, and talked to my doula, and we decided that it would be a good day to induce today, also because the amniotic fluid is quite low. I mentioned previously I tried the castor oil cocktail, and it did make me go to the bathroom. It wasn't anything violent, but it set off the contractions. And then around 6 a.m. in the morning, I got super tired. They started to kind of ease up, and I took the opportunity to sleep, and then when I woke up, the contractions were completely gone. So either they were just really strong and consistent Braxton Hicks, or pre-labor contractions. So they're definitely going to check my cervix and do an EKG to check on the baby, and they might induce, or they should induce today. So hopefully something will happen shortly. But it's a lovely day to have a baby. Hey, it is it Monday? Monday, April 14th. Oh, it's my phone. It's Monday, April 14th, and it's almost midnight. I've been in the hospital since 4 this afternoon, and I came in for an induction, and apparently how they do inductions in Germany is a bit different. This process, I think I'm gonna get a contraction. This process can take 2 to 3 days. I'm just in pre-labor. I haven't even had the real contractions yet. Apparently my cervix is still kind of pointed towards the back. It's not centered, and I'm not that much dilated. I'm just 3 centimeters. The drug that they are giving me is something called Cytotec. I'll write it on the screen. And it's actually not a medication for contractions or ripening the cervix. It's for gallstones, and they kind of found out bonus, it could also potentially be used to right when the cervix or trigger contraction. So basically, I've been taking like a quarter tablet of this stuff, and then they monitor me on the EKG, and it's like a 4 hour. I get a piece of the pill every 4 hours until my cervix is right. So the baby's heart rate seems to be fine, but it's just emotionally draining because I wasn't expecting, I wasn't looking at a 3-day induction process. And plus, in Germany, they have the option of having family rooms, and it's kind of like on a first come, first served basis, where like a family member can stay with you, whether it be a parent or a husband. And I guess it's the weather, but everybody's popping out babies and there's no family rooms available. So I just had to send my mom home, and I'm kind of sad because it's pretty lonely here. And it's really emotional. And I just want to see my little girl, but it's taking forever. So it's just the stress of it all. I just want to say, fuck it. Just, it's not worth it, But not that having the baby's not worth it, but the process of induction and trying to do it naturally, and then it's really hard. And, luckily I have my doula who's really supportive, but I just wasn't expecting to be trapped in the hospital for 3 days. I should have stayed at home and did my home remedies, like the nipple stimulation and stimulation and the castor oil and all that stuff. I should have just stayed home and continued to do that. I just thought the medical intervention would be quicker and that maybe I'd be holding my daughter by now, but and I hate hospitals. But this one's pretty nice as as far as hospitals go. So but anyway, I think I'm gonna try and get some sleep. The contractions are not that strong, which kind of scares me because this is exactly where I was last night, and I just don't want to have an emergency C-section. Because I'm here in Germany by myself, and my mom has to go back in 2 weeks, so it really scares me that Good morning. It is April 15th, Monday, and I am in the hospital. Last night was a really low point for me. I had a bit of a meltdown, but things are to be expected. I had contractions all through the night that I couldn't sleep through till about 5 a.m., which was weird because that's exactly when my contractions stopped the previous night without the drugs. And so I have no idea if the contractions that I experienced last night were normal Braxton Hicks or normal pre-labor contractions, or were they actually induced by the drug that they gave me. So this morning, it's around 7:15. I was able to get 2 hours of sleep, and they came in and said that they wanted to do another measurement. And I think I'll probably get another pill. That's the baby crying. She has a big mouth.